The architecture of Acorn Hall, a country house in Morristown, New Jersey. In recent years, Morris County Historical Society has been restoring its headquarters, Acorn Hall, and its property to represent the period between 1860 and 1880. That was when Augustus Crane, Acorn Hall's second owner, was first in residence in his remodeled Italianate villa-style country house. Acorn Hall's first owner, Dr. John Schermerhorn, hired the Jersey City firm of Clark and Baycott as architects for his house. Madison, New Jersey native Ashbel Brune was contracted to build the original Georgian-style four-square house for $4,000. The mason's contract for the foundation, chimneys, and 2 coats of plaster on the walls added up to an additional $1,100. Schermerhorn Place had a Georgian-style 4/4 design with a central hall. What is a Georgian? Acorn Hall's four-square origins. Some characteristic features include it was symmetrical. Windows and doors are placed across from each other. It has a hip-style roof. All sides gently slope downward to the walls. There can be dormers and a 4/4 room layout with a center hall. And they're usually 2 or 2.5 floors. Imagine the Georgian lines of the original house. The tower, porches, and decorative millwork were not on the original house. They were added later. However, the tall French doors seen by the front porch were there, and 2 chimneys led to coal-burning fireplaces. On the first floor, there is a front parlor, a back parlor, or today's music room, and a library. On the second floor are bedrooms. Once Augustus Crane bought the house in 1857, by 1860 it was enlarged and remodeled in the Italianate villa style to accommodate his family. He added a dining room wing, he raised the roof, more rooms to the side and back of the house, porches, a center tower, a servant's stairway, and they utilized a basement kitchen. Crane added popular new Victorian design features to the symmetrical Georgian foursquare, making the lines of the house more interesting. Ira J. Lindsley, a Morristown carpenter, did the remodeling work. Morristown in 1860 was still a small town and semi-rural. Crane named his home Acorn Hall after an old red oak tree dating back to the Revolutionary War era that stood nearby. Augustus Crane considered Acorn Hall a country house, and he was a gentleman farmer. On his property were fruit trees, vegetable gardens, and a hennery, all 2 miles from the Morristown Green. Crane, like others in the emerging American middle class, responded to a new aesthetic sweeping the country. This aesthetic was promoted by American architects like Andrew Jackson Downing, landscape architect and author. Downing felt strongly that a house, its outbuildings, and landscape property should blend with the natural world and reflect an ordered, tasteful life that one could aspire to. Acorn Hall's original exterior paint colors appear on the house today. They were discovered through paint analysis done on the side of the building. Among other things, Jackson was a proponent of more natural light coming into the house. His promotion of the Italianate villa style and Gothic revival style through his books in the mid-19th century greatly popularized these Victorian house designs. Pattern books of romantic Victorian house designs were popular, and builders could modify the plans for their client. How to tell a Victorian-style house. Victorian architectural style is really a reflection of an era, but there are some general characteristics such as shapely windows, especially curved bays, decorative woodwork like gingerbread trims, towers, turrets, and dormers, balustrades, decorative railings, and porches. The Victorian period, 1837 through 1901, was marked by the Industrial Revolution. Goods were being made and transported more readily to an eager public. This view of Acorn Hall shows the tower, front porches, and dining room wing, and architectural embellishments added by Crane. But what makes it an Italianate villa? 3 Italianate villa-style characteristics include a tower, usually 4-sided or a cupola. Acorn Hall's center tower is unique because it is an octagon or 8-sided, extending from the first through third floors. The tower has small rooms, which are now used for storage. A cupola is a small, often dome-like structure on top of a building that will let in natural light and air. Another feature would be chamfered porch posts. Porches are common on Victorian houses, but the Italianate villas include a special detail. The chamfered corners on porch posts, they're beveled to soften a hard, straight edge, and they're often at a 45-degree angle. And also brackets under cornices. Acorn Hall's house eaves are cornices because they overhang the roofline. Brackets add interest and a decorative touch. A cornice is a decorative molding that crowns a building, or also cornices can be found over doors or windows. And finally, we'll finish with a closer look at one of Acorn Hall's unique oval windows. This one is located at the former painting gallery, now the gift shop in the back of the house. Interestingly, it opens much like an interior pocket door does. This beautiful window is yet another reminder of the attention Augustus Crane gave to the architectural details that would enhance Acorn Hall, his country house, and make it special and unique for many years to come.